Well, hello everybody. It is the 25th of May, 2025. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's about 1:30, and I am headed into mixing it up a little. Instead of just Artesia, I'm going to go all the way over to Carlsbad. One of the reasons for doing that is Carlsbad has a Lowe's. Artesia does not have either a Lowe's or a Home Depot. So they have a small hardware store, but there's not much stock in it. So I need to grab a couple of things at Lowe's. There's also another Walmart here, so I'm going to go to Walmart, pick up a couple of things, mainly just some more dog food ingredients for Dottie. Dottie's with me here. For those of you that watched my last video on my little medical scare with Dottie, that ended up being okay. Thank you for all the kind comments and sympathy. It's tough when you get scared about your dog or your cat or your pet or your child or any living, breathing thing that really matters to you. It's tough worrying about them. So I know you like seeing the front, but we've done this trip on errands to go to Carlsbad quite a few times, and I don't think you're going to be seeing anything very interesting or new. But what the heck, I'll turn it around for you folks that don't want to see me and Dottie as much as you want to see the open road. There you go. I'm coming up and going to pass Brantley Lake State Park, that I did a video on about a week ago. That a lot of people seem to like. It's a New Mexico state park, and as y'all know, I love New Mexico state parks. And so does Dottie. Dottie likes them too. We've been to a lot of them, haven't we, Dottie? 2 summers in a row. Well, I don't think we'll be staying in too many of them this summer, because we're going to be up at right on the lake in Eagle Nest, starting the middle of June, and I'm pretty excited about that. It's just a little under 3 weeks away. Pardon me. So we're just passing the Carlsbad KOA, and it says on the sign it's the #1 rated KOA in New Mexico. It's pretty nice. Nice distinction. I can see the lake there to the left. You probably can't see it. It's a bigger lake than I thought. And I was going to say, usually on either side on this road, you see oil well pumps. But right on this stretch, I don't see any on either side. But make no mistake about it, we're in oil country. Isn't that right, Dottie? Even though we're in New Mexico, we are definitely in the Permian Basin, which is, I see a lot of motorboats out there on the lake zooming around. I see a water skier. It's pretty nice. Dottie loves going in the car, going for a ride in the car. You know, she's been on these muscle relaxants. I mean, she's in the muscle relaxants. She feels better, but I know what it's like to take one little tiny muscle relaxer. You're going down for the count. You're going it makes you drowsy, and you definitely don't want to be driving on a muscle relaxant. So relax. Dottie is not driving today, but even though she's very lethargic in this couple of weeks we're going to have on a muscle relaxant, when I said she was sleeping on the couch, and I said, "You want to go for a ride in the car?" And she got up and jumped off the couch immediately. She was ready to go. Dottie wants to go for a ride in the car while she's going for a ride in the car. Right, Dottie? She looks at me when I say that, when she's already in the car. She looks at me as if she's saying, "Is there a better car? Are we going in a bigger, better, faster, different car?" She's staring at me now because all she hears, this is what Dottie hears. Blah, 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 car. Blah, 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 ride. Blah, 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 car. Oh. So I'm not going to be. I'm going to take my action camera into Walmart, but I'm not going to take it into Lowe's because I did a pickup order at Lowe's, so I don't have to go in there. But I am going to go into Wally Mart. It's hot. It says it's 98 degrees in the truck. In the truck thermometer, which is under the hood, it says it's 98. That's usually a little high, but it's warm. It's less warm than it's been. A couple of days, it's been well over 100. I think it's in the low 90s, high 80s, pretty much the next week, which is pretty pleasant. It's going to be much cooler than that up in Eagle Nest because we're at about 3,000 feet of elevation here. Eagle Nest is almost 3 times that, about 2.5 times that, about 8,000 feet. So it's quite a bit cooler. I don't know what it'll be like rain-wise this year, but last year we would get a rain shower every afternoon for a little while, and it was amazing. It was still pretty dry because the rain would stop 15, 20 minutes later, you go out and everything's bone dry. So, what am I seeing up here that's smoking? That truck ahead of us is burning some serious oil, maybe. Or maybe that was something else. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I don't know if you saw that, but it was a cloud of black smoke. It looked like black smoke. Sitting Bull Falls is to the right here, about 30 miles away, and I understand it's in Brentley Lake is to the left, but Sitting Bull Falls, I understand, is a pretty neat place to go, and I haven't been there yet. I was saying about the oil wells. Well, what I can see is I'm coming around the corner. You might be able to see it on your screen. You see an orange glow. Right now, it should be just about center of your screen. That is one of the oil, one of the burn-off things on an oil well. I'm sure I'm getting a little bit of a following in this area. So there are people that are watching the channel that are from this area, and many of them know about this oil business. And I'm not sure exactly what we're seeing when they're purposely, there's a cylinder, a stack going up, and the flame comes out of the top, so it's a deliberate thing, and I don't know if that's relieving pressure, but if you're one of my local friends here, go ahead and put in the comments what we're looking at when we see out in the oil fields one of those stacks with the flames coming out the top. Living Desert Zoo, that's coming up here on the right. I haven't been there yet. So those of you curious about my Ford F-150, just going around town here, I'm getting about 16.5 miles per gallon. And I get about 10 towing the trailer. But I'll find out when I go up to Eagle Nest whether I'm taking a lot of weight out of the trailer because, I have a home base now. And I tell you, one of the most exciting things about a home base is you have finally storage. You can store things that you don't want to part with, but you don't need to take around with you everywhere you go. So I've got the little house, and next to the little house, I have a separate storage place, and I've stored quite a few things, and a lot of weight. One of the things you might be interested in is I'm definitely not a prepper. However, I think a number of things that can happen in this country that can disrupt supply chains. Like, for example, we saw a lot of it during the pandemic. So, food. I have a very large container that has been stored in my trailer, filled with long-lasting food, canned food, Spam, rice, things that'll last, ramen noodles, things that'll last years. And there's still some room in it, so every time I go to the grocery store, I buy a few things to add to it until it completely fills up, and it's become quite heavy, and it's no longer in my trailer. It's in storage. Also, I have several very heavy solar panels that are in storage. I'm going to have electricity. Not only this summer, I'm going to have electricity in Quartzsite because I'm going to be in an RV park this year instead of boondocking. So I can put a lot of those heavy things in storage for a while. I'm not going to need the sewer and gray water tote, the 36-gallon tote. That's in storage. And certain specialty tools and things of that nature, they're in storage now. So the rig is going to be quite a bit lighter. I'm going to guess 500 pounds lighter. It's a lot of stuff I'm moving into storage. So, and also things that I've been storing in the back of the truck. So I'm curious to see how much my mileage will improve. Now, it may be hard to tell because I'm going in one day from 3,000 feet to 8,000 feet. So that sort of implies I'm going to be going uphill pretty much the whole way. So that may not be an accurate representation of the average gas mileage I've been getting. But we'll see. Oh, speed limit's gone down to 65. Means we're getting close into Carlsbad. And the Lowe's is one of the first things you see. Up here also, right across the street from the Lowe's is the Ford dealer that I deal with now, and they did a good job taking care of me, doing some oil changes and changing out all my air filters after spending the whole winter in the desert. They were dirty. And changing out the rear differential fluid. And doing their, 38 or 40 point check of other things. I got 57,900 miles exactly on this truck, and I bought it new in December of 2018, which means in December this year, it'll be, 7 years old. Not bad, huh? And it's a testament to the fact that for a nomad, I don't travel that many miles, We're down to 55 now for the speed limit. Means we really are coming into town. I see the Ford dealership sign. I could have alerted them by my phone, by the app, that I'm coming in, but I just, I'm not a fan of doing anything on my cell phone while I'm driving, even on a lonely stretch of road going straight. You never know. There's no cars around. What harm could be? Well, a animal can jump out in front of your car with no warning whatsoever. So better to have to sit and wait a little while than be sorry that you had an accident because your attention was diverted for not really a very good reason. Now, what I don't know, I haven't done a pickup here before, so I got to figure out where the pickup spots are. There's handicapped. Curbside pickup, number 1. Well, that was an adventure. I will warn you, I was picking up an order for a friend at Lowe's, and you can order something, pay for it, and put the person's name and email to pick it up, but be warned that you can't look at it. It was impossible to check in for pickup because it would go automatically to my account, and they said no such order. I would try to manually enter the order number from the email they sent me, and they said no such order. So I had to go into customer service, and they had me enter the order number manually in a terminal there, and it said this is for in-store only, so they wouldn't bring it out to me. And then they brought the order, and it was missing something, and it's like, it's missing something, and they said, no, it's not, and they showed me the order, and it wasn't there, so I had to go and find the thing and use my own credit card to pay for it. And I had to stand. 2 things. Every time I'd come back, I'd have to stand in line again. And while the guy was helping me, he kept answering the phone. So he'd be in the middle helping me. He'd stop, answer the phone, completely take care of the person on the phone, then go back to me. Then the phone would ring again. I could have gotten better service if I had stood there and called him on the phone. It's just nuts. So I finally got everything, and my camera overheated, of course, because I left it in here. My dog overheated. Poor Dottie overheated a little bit because I thought I was just going to be a minute. I got out here, and it was pretty warm in here, but she's okay right now. It wasn't that bad, but boy, don't pick things up in a Lowe's unless you're the person making the order. It was a nightmare. Anyway, I'm off to Walmart, and I'll see you when I get there. All right. Don't worry about Dottie. She's in ice cold air conditioning, leaving it running. A lot of people do that here. And we're going into Walmart. Thank God I'm not picking up an order or anything. I don't have to worry about that. That was quite the ordeal at Lowe's. And I can tell you this, that the Lowe's here in CARLSBAD almost certainly has an inventory problem. I've been there 3 or 4 times now, and on numerous occasions, their app has shown multiple items of a type in stock. And you get there and there's nothing in stock, which is basically that's an inventory shortage. Probably record keeping problems or software problems. You know, I just realized that this Walmart does not have these little pre-made salads that I love so much. The one in Artesia does. This one does not. So I won't be getting my little salads. Lean ground beef, 3 pounds. I'm really gonna take it up a notch with the freezing packages of Dottie's food. Bought some wheat thins. And those of you know me, I have a bit of a sweet tooth, but I don't know exactly what I want. How about double fudge strice? That'll work. And I'm almost out of half and half. I know that. I got about a shot left for 1 cup of coffee. Well, I don't want that. Well, I guess we're gonna have to get some kind of creamer because there's no half and half. It's caramel. They're all flavored. I don't want flavor. I just want creamer. Oat milk, caramel. How about this sweet and creamy? We'll try this. So, almond creamer. No, I don't want almond creamer. Real milk and creamer, but it's vanilla. Oh, no, here's just sweet cream. Okay, that'll work. Wow. Right. One of the things that I find very difficult in not just this store, but many of these big stores is the way they mark the aisles. And the thing I'm looking for is on a Y aisle, and it's kind of home stuff. It's a rug. And you'd think it would be here in home decor, but that's H. Where are you, Y? Ma'am, do you know where the Y aisles are? I'm looking for Y. Aisle Y.
Let me see.
A rug. Y3.
No.
Is that maybe marked wrong? It should be here, right? If it's a.
Sorry.
It says located in aisle Y3. Maybe I should hit the store map.
I over there.
Oh,
Garden.
by garden.
Garden.
Garden, you're right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if I hit that properly, I would have figured that out all by myself. Way in the corner of garden. And the other thing, my carpeting, what did I say? It was Y something, right? Y3. Y3. Doesn't look. Oh, and here it is, Y3. All right, let's get the right one, Robert. Make sure. I want to make sure I get the right one. It is. This is it. This is it. I want dose. No. Dose. I did good. Anybody need any pink dolls? I'm gonna take another run by the grocery area.
Barely.
There's a couple of things that I meant to get that I completely forgot as I walked through here. So I'm going through again. One is stuff that I can heat up for dinner, like grilled chicken Alfredo. And what is this? This is pork carnitas. It doesn't sound good. How about chicken bowl? Okay, these two things that's 4 meals right there. And I think I'm good. I think I'm good. We're good. We're good. Oh, you know what? There are the salads. They do have them. And I bet you someone in Carlsbad watching this was going to yell at me and say, they were there, Robert. You know what? I'm going to take 4 of these and I'm going to return one of these meals. I'm going to return the chicken bowl. Return the chicken bowl. And so this is what I'm talking about. If you didn't see clearly, these pre-made salads. These things even have a little plastic fork inside and the dressing and everything. I know it's a lazy man's way of eating salad, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. So it's in the grab and go section. And just for fun, let's see what other grab and go things there are here. There's some wraps and sandwiches. Oh, slider sandwiches and drinks. Okay. That is good for me to know. Good to know. Good to know. And you can tell it's Sunday at Walmart. Long line. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a little while. I couldn't tell if I was recording or not. I made it out of there. And I tried doing the receipt where they text it to you and you show it to them. It was a pain in the neck to show the person on the way out on the phone the receipt. Next time, I'm just going to do the paper receipt. It's so much easier. You just hand them the darn receipt and they look at it and you're good. And here we are. We'll check on Dottie. And okay, I won't show you my code. Is it nice and cool in there, Dottie? It is. All righty. We are done with our, right, Dottie, we're done with our errands. Let's pop this off. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for coming along with me. I always love it when you guys join me on my errands and my misadventures. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.